Thanks very much for being here today for what is a really very important announcement, a critically important announcement indeed, about the Melbourne Metro Rail project. 5 new underground stations, 9 kilometres of track, a train system where you don't need a timetable, where you can turn up and go. That's what's most important. This is London, New York, Paris, Tokyo style public transport. As you know, just a few months ago we announced that we would bring forward $40 million of planning work, set up a dedicated Melbourne Metro Rail authority to give us the focus and to get on with it. That was an important announcement then, and today it is perhaps even more important because we can today announce, after significant work, much work, considering each different alignment, we have decided, on the advice of the experts, that the Swanston Street alignment will be the alignment for the Melbourne Metro Rail tunnels. The second announcement that we make today is that this tunnel will be at a depth of 10 metres, not what had been talked about and what was an option that needed to be considered, and that's a depth of 40 metres. Now, to put it another way, the tunnel will run above the current City Loop, above the CityLink tunnels. That means it can be delivered cheaper. There are significant benefits in terms of safety and just the passenger experience. To have to go down the equivalent of 12 stories to get into one of these, or perhaps all of these 5 stations, that was not an option that we have gone with. We've instead nominated the Swanston Street alignment and the 10 metre depth. And what that now means is that the heavy duty planning, the really significant planning, can now begin. And of course, the faster you start that, the faster you can get into the ground and start delivering this project in earnest. We'll have more to say about Melbourne Metro Rail in the budget in a few weeks' time.
Back in February, we announced that we were bringing forward $40 million to establish the Melbourne Metro Rail Authority, and they've been doing a tremendous amount of work since then, and that brings us to today's announcement. And based on the best of advice, we are pushing forward with the Swanston Street alignment for the reasons that the Premier outlined. It's the better outcome for passengers. Passengers will have easier access from the ground into the underground stations. It's better in terms of safety and emergency access as well. Today's announcement is important because we can take the big next steps, which is around consulting very carefully with the traders, with the communities of interest along the preferred alignment. So there's a lot more work to be done as we push towards the release of the expression of interest for this project in 2016. It's so important to address passenger needs on our public transport system, to address congestion issues in our CBD. It's a project we need, and that's why we're pushing on with it with today's announcement.
Authorised by